Hi everybody, it's Cynthia, and I'm here with take 2 of trying to show you these new Universal Studios press kits I got. The reason it's take 2 is because I made the evil mistake of updating my iPad to the latest operating system, which promptly ate up all the memory in my system. So every time I try to record, it's complaining I don't have enough memory. So let's see how we do this time. This really fun graphic is part of a really unusual press kit that I picked up this week that I wanted to share with you. I love everything that's going on in this thing. Look, we've got Frankenstein, we've got Jaws, we've got a crazy director. Oh, there's a Cylon back there. I just noticed him. And of course, there's everybody on the tour. What this came from is this crazy book here, this World Information News Service, which almost sounds fake. It's so funny. Universal Studios Tour booklet. And what it looks like was a package that was sent out to news outlets all around the United States, I guess, all around the world, with examples of things they could do to promote Universal Studios on their broadcast. And it comes with this huge beta disc, which is called, what, a half-inch, quarter-inch tape? And this was what people used back in the day. This would be sometime in the 80s. I think it's mid to late 80s. Pop that into their beta player in order to access these features. And this was, kind of before we were really using these things at home. Like now this doesn't look that unusual. Now this looks old school, but at the time this was a great way to get newsreel footage to a studio. They popped that in and pulled their B-roll. And then the booklet itself comes with all kinds of pages. This is a whole big section just about the Universal Studios tour in general. And what they were promoting was the new Conan show that had just started. So there's all kinds of things there. Log of events. This is a list of what's on the tape, which sadly I can't see because I don't have that kind of player. Story fact sheet. This is really fun. These are the lead-ins that they recommend that the news person read before they put the video in. So, for example, here we go. What do Ronald Reagan, Marcus Welby, MD, and Beaver Cleaver all have in common? In this report on the Universal Studios tour, we'll find out. And then we're going to show the cue. And at the end, tomorrow, we'll take a look at another popular part of the Universal backlot, the home to good guys and bad guys of Hollywood legend. And then the next day leads to a piece on the Western stunt show. They have magic of special effects, the Conan show, of course, and the studio tour screen test comedy theater, which I don't even remember that. We talks about that. And a profile of a tour guide. And then I thought this was really fun. It goes into suggestions for local tie-ins, things you could do in your town to make Universal Studios feel more relevant to your people who are watching the news. Production editing notes, and then photos and artwork. There's some slides in here. We've got Jaws, Conan. Oops, let's grab that out. I'm not sure exactly what. I wonder if we could make this work. Let's look what's here first. There's a nice piece of for graphics, and then again cutout pieces that you'd use for the news or whatever, for a newspaper or something you want to do to promote the fact that you were going to do this series on behind the scenes at Universal Studios. It also came with two large photos, one of the Western show and then the special effects stage. Get the glare off that. Showing how they use the audience, involve the audience in the special effects. And let me move this out of the way. Let's see if we can pull, I'm curious about this one slide. Let's see, they've been in there a long time. Let's see if we can get it on camera. I was hoping. Nope. That is a picture of the tour bus, I believe. I need a slide projector, which I actually have one. And it finishes with full transcripts of the piece that's on the video, the little sections. Which didn't probably make a lot of sense when I just said it, but I think you'll understand. So this is the transcript of what's on the video. So I can't see the video, but I will be able to read the transcript. So that's kind of fun. So that was a news piece. I'll put that one aside. And I also got this. Let's see how our camera's holding out. Hey, it's holding out. This is a Universal Studios press kit. It's labeled 1979. I think the paperwork inside is a little bit later, again, kind of 80s. It was a kit that they sent out to human resources people at different companies in order to hand out tickets, sell tickets to the park. Sadly, it's got lots of damage. Yeah, terrible damage. But it's a shame because there's some really fun stuff inside, including my favorite piece, artwork for the upcoming Battle for Galactica tour, part of the tour. Again, sadly, the picture's been kind of damaged, but it's a neat piece. And it's got alien spaceship lands at Universal Studios tour. Artist rendering depicts a glamour tramload of visitors to the world-famous Universal Studios tour being attacked by a gigantic spaceship. Battle of Galactica, the newest attraction at the tour, will involve every visitor in the tour in this uniquely explosive experience. It's not really about a giant spaceship attacking. So, I don't know. I guess it is. And then there's this piece of art as well. And again, a nice rendering of the different things that you'll see at Universal, including Jaws. And they sent along some brochures that you would hand out from the era. And they also sent along a couple of issues of Universal City News, which was a little newspaper that I guess they handed out to employees. So it is 1979, and shows various images of movies that were being made at the time. And then here's another big piece about the new Galactica attraction and the other things that you can see on the tour, including the Incredible Hulk, laser lights, UFOs, and a dangerous journey into deep space. Pretty cool. So there's that, and a big poster that you were to hang up in your office to get people to come to you to buy tickets. And then lastly, again, horrible condition, some fan club paperwork. Again, sounds cooler than it is. It's really, again, for a company person. You could sell tickets and invite people to join the fan club. Entertainment for everyone. All kinds of just really interesting documentation about the tour. And I have yet to even read it all because there's so much. Here, let's see. Oh, Prop Plaza even mentions Land of the Giants, our favorite. Parting of the Red Sea. Oh, here you go. Runaway train. They don't have that anymore. The terror of a 9-ton locomotive bearing down on the tram, stalled on the tracks, is Universal's own version of Casey Jones, the runaway train, which haunts what was once a peaceful western town on the backlot. The locomotive menaces every tram that dares to cross its path. Of course, true to the old Hollywood tradition, the train stops just in the nick of time, and the tram is saved once again by the special effects man. So, kind of cool. It's got, I said, all kinds of neat things. Oh, here we go. Let's read. The award-winning Universal film Jaws becomes a breathtaking tour special effect when the tram passes through a replica of the quiet eastern seaboard town, and suddenly the same deadly 25-foot shark seen in Jaws lunges out of the water to attack the tram. Luckily, the jaws are only threatening, not biting, and the tram continues on safely. So, very cute. So that is what I have to show you today. Lots of fun Universal Studios press kits and cool goodies. Lots of pictures and images of tram attractions that aren't there anymore. I miss them. I miss the Battle for Galactica. And I just miss, the movie making at Universal. I feel like, sorry to get off on my rant, but a few too many rides, a little less attention being paid to the art of movie making, which to me is what Universal Studios is all about. So go ahead and leave a comment below. Tell me about your Universal Studios experience, either here in Hollywood or Florida or anywhere you've ever been to Universal Studios. I'd love to hear about it.